Listen, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but men instantly notice certain things about women without saying a single word to them. There are things that we pick up on, catches our senses. There are certain things that women have, do, or share that men pick up on like blood in shark water. And no, it's not just looks. Well, your internet brother, your internet friend Sealz, the man, is here to talk about those things, break down those things, and make them digestible. What catches a man's eyes in seconds? So when it comes to what a man sees instantly, in seconds, what catches a man's eyes when it comes to a woman, the first thing I'm gonna bring up is her smile, posture, and aura. A genuine smile is one of the most inviting and attractive things we notice. We can see a smile from a mile away, it seems, without even saying a word. We don't even know what you sound like. That woman may sound like Isaac Hayes, but we don't know that. All we know is that she has a beautiful smile, a bright smile, a vibrant smile. That is one of the first things, if not the first thing, that men notice when it comes to a beautiful woman. Her posture, the way she stands, is another thing that we notice. When she stands in confidence, in her high heel shoes, when her body is just linear from head to toe, toe to head, feet, calves, midsections, arms, head. That is how we look at a woman with good posture. That is how men check out a woman, linear wise. And when that is straight, perfectly straight, we notice that. And aura, the whole package of those things, the energy that she gives, the perception that she gives from her smile, from the way she stands, her posture, her body movement as she talks to other people. That aura signals us a message of attraction without even knowing or hearing a single word from her or having a conversation with her. All right, so those are the usual three first things that a man notices when it comes to a beautiful woman. The next thing that catches a man's eyes in seconds when it comes to women is her energy and her presence. Now this man is actually talking to this woman. He's having a conversation with her. He doesn't have to have any intention or trying to get with her. Just a regular conversation between a man and a woman. Her energy and her presence entails her confidence, how she carries herself, the way she says certain words, the way she looks at him when she speaks to him. It's like she's not speaking at him, she's speaking to him. She is here with him. She's not telling you what to do, she's telling you how to do it. There is a certain nurture in her spirit. She's starting to feel like a warm, cozy blanket to this man. Just based on conversation, just based on the way she carries herself. A woman's vibe is a telling sign, whether it's a fun vibe, or a positive one, or reserved and proper. Those things make a lasting impression on that man's mind. He will walk away from that conversation having a perceived identity of her just based on the way she made him feel. Her energy, her presence, and her composure made an impression on him. Now, I kind of talked about this in the last point, but this point, the things that catch a man's eyes in seconds is her voice and her tone of speaking. The way a woman talks, the way she elaborates, the way she expresses, whether it's warm, inviting, poetic, soft, loud, stern, intelligent, playful. There are so many levels to tone of speaking and voice. And those things can be captivating because based on the man, he may have a preference. That man may have a preference for soft tones or soothing voices or much vernacular, while other men may prefer more expressive energy, loud energy, aggressive energy. There is something for everyone. But her voice and the way she carries her voice, her tone of speaking, is the megaphone to her personality. And that is why that is so important. And that is also why it is one of the first things that catches a man's eyes, well, technically ears, when it comes to women. Now this thing that catches a lot of men's eyes instantly and in seconds is one of my favorite things. And that is smell. Her scent and her hygiene. Now the reason why this is one of my favorite things is, to be honest, I can't tell y'all why. I love smell. Well, good smells at least. You know what I'm saying. Because to me, smell doesn't need words. It doesn't involve language. I don't need to open my mouth. No one needs to open their mouth in order to smell or give off an attractive scent or a hygiene. Although these things don't need words to communicate and express, smell is super loud. So for me, smells give me a sensory overload that no other sense can do for me. That's just me, all right? But that is the case for a lot of men as well. And one of the first things that we catch on. Another reason why smells are so important, the scent and the hygiene, is because it tells a story. Your body odor tells a story. It will tell that man whether you take care of yourself or you don't, whether you are clean or not, whether you actually take showers or just think about taking showers. It tells a story about that person. So let's put hygiene aside real quick and let's talk about smell, the scents. I'm also big into cologne. I know a lot of y'all are big in perfume. It is just a cherry on top. If your body odor is already good, cologne and perfume are just accessories, additions. Whether the scent is sweet or woodsy, whatever it is, that scent will become part of your identity. And anytime a man smells that scent, he will think of you. For an example, my grandmother loves White Diamonds, the Elizabeth Taylor perfume. I get it for her every year for her birthday. But anytime I smell that perfume, I think of my grandmother because it is now part of her identity. Smell becomes part of your identity. And I believe smell has the same identity powers as a name. Your smell is just as identifiable as your name. Now, before I go to the next thing that catches a man's eyes instantly when it comes to women, I just want y'all to notice that I haven't talked about a single body part. I didn't talk about no big butts. I didn't talk about no nice legs. I didn't talk about beautiful faces. I didn't talk about a certain length of hair because I don't need to. Because yes, those things may attract a man instantly in the beginning, but usually those things don't last. And even if a woman has those certain things, those certain body parts at certain sizes throughout the rest of her life, it is not a guarantee that she will keep those things. Someone could get into an accident and lose all those things. Now you are left with them, who they truly are. What they are left with, what is inside, the things that can't be altered or redone by surgery, those are the things that stay forever. The intangibles, the personality, the chemistry, the things that cannot be sold, bought, returned, or touched are the most important things when it comes to true attraction. But I'm about balance, so I'm going to talk about a couple physical things on a woman that catches a man's eyes instantly. And the first one is her hands and her fingers. When it comes to her nails, when they are long or colorful or decked out, you know how y'all be embellishing y'all nails with the crystals and shiny stuff. Those things are like flare guns. You can see those from far distance. I compare them to like the bright feathers that peacocks show when they're trying to mate because they're colorful, loud, and you can see them. A lot of men love that. They love nice hands on a woman because their goal is to eventually be touched by those hands if they want that woman. And there are a few men, and not any men that I know, that wants a woman's hands that are rougher than his. A woman's touch is one of a kind. So hands and fingers are important and they will catch a man's eyes quickly. But there's another level to this, why men look at women's hands and fingers. And that is because there are certain things that women wear when they are locked down. There are certain things that women wear when they are married. And what is that thing? You guessed it, a ring. A man is going to check if a woman is married. So he's going to look at her hands, her fingers to see if she already has a someone. So that is another reason why hands and fingers will be locked on instantly when it comes to men, especially men who are interested in her. And the second physical thing that I'm gonna talk about that catches a man's eyes instantly when it comes to women are her eyes and her eye contact. As I always say, eyes are the windows to the soul, but they are also the windows to attraction. I don't know if this is a term or not, but I have this term that I talk about called the Medusa effect. And those who are familiar with Medusa, you get a hint of what I'm talking about. But for those who don't know of Medusa, Medusa is a mythological creature who was a beautiful woman and her hair were snakes. But her special power was that when she locked eyes with a person, they would turn into stone. They would freeze. Now the Medusa effect is the same as that, except the man is not turning to stone. He's just frozen in surprise. He's frozen in infatuation. He's frozen in love. Because he's like, yo, this woman's eyes are beautiful. And he feels like he loses all control of himself because he is locked in with her, eye-wise. But that is the power that nice eyes, beautiful eyes have. And when it comes to eye contact, especially with men who are interested in a woman, it shows if she's interested too. Eye contact goes both ways because that is also how men try to lock women in, by locking in his eye contact. So yes, eyes and eye contact are one of the first things that catches a man's eyes. See, this is why I love talking about attraction and the things that catches people's eyes, because it is scientific, it is psychological, it exposes the insides of people. I don't care about the outside things, the external factors, the things that disappear or get wrinkled or go away when we get older. The beautiful things to talk about that I like talking about are the things on the inside, because those things never go away. Work on those things, invest on those things, care about those things, because those things are here to stay. Thank you for locking in with me and rocking out with your guy Sealz the Man and watching all my videos, and I will see you and catch you on my next video. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.